No, I'm not making another bloody day in the life video. Only joking, let's go again. Yes, ladies and gents, you are about to watch another day in the life of me, where I'm going to show you all the entrepreneurial stuff that I'm up to running all my companies. Today we're off to see the new Rossi factory. We're going to Lee Valley Animal Adventure Park to talk about glamping and camping, which is something that I want to implement for next year. Oh, then we're also going to our Lakeside shopping centre branch, and we're going to try and film an idea I've got to rebirth Rossi shop. What am I talking about? Let's find out in the show. Here we are at Lee Valley Animal Adventure Park. Now, before I take you in here and just go through some of the challenges we're having with this business so that I can demystify what we're up to in this business, there's a couple of things I need to do. Make sure you like this video, hit the like button because the YouTube algorithm literally loves it and I'll love you for it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Right, here's the big problem here at Lee Valley. That door there, basically we're getting about 1,400-ish people on the hires during the summer holidays. They're all coming up this tiny little narrow path up them stupid little stairs. And guess what? It gets worse than that, doesn't it, Chuds? Because they're all coming out that door as well. In the United Kingdom, we have this sort of nesting rule. See, all these shrubs and everything, you can't cut them down in nesting season. So what we want to do is go through here. But as you can see, it's very shrubby in this area. So we've got to wait till September. And there's already a natural pathway. So this is going to be the entrance. We're going to build a wiggly path around their animal areas, and that will be the exit. And that's one of the things that we're always thinking about with our senior leadership team is customer flow. How can we make things better for our customers to flow better? And when you think about customer flow, whether that's on a website, whether that's in a zoo, whether that's in a retail store, if you can get your customer flow better, usually your spend per head goes up. And when your spend per head goes up, that hits your bottom line. So that's what we're thinking about here. Oh, and we're running out of parking as well. Loads of challenges. And that man over there, Rob, who's the catering manager here, you're a lovely man, aren't you, Rob? Yes, you are.
Hi, Dave.
Right, ladies. How's the retail stuff still going strong? You're running out of stuff again. Big problem here, not enough storage. This is the shop where everyone sees like all these people coming in, right? So there's literally, you see them like ants getting onto an ice cream. They're gonna buy in here, they're gonna shop in here, they're gonna leave from here. Disaster. So we've got to get ready for the new year, the next season, which is next April, Easter, making that better.
You guys need to recruit, employ, get the drivers to do it, get the production to do it. Yeah, we'll do that. Did they sort it out? No.
I think lots of those, like the warehouse, you know, is going to be good next year, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but it needed
monies. Needed monies. What are you thinking? What are you thinking though? No, but ready for April.
Ready for April.
I was thinking up here, this would be the camping entrance. Do you think people need to drive their car and want it next to their tent? I think we should do it with bell tents all in year one. Have the bell tents and then the safari tents in year two.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be really nice. You've got this fencing. Imagine if you had your own fenced off thing, but then you can't drive in. I think I would like that. Because if some families only want to pay 80 quid a night and some want to pay 250. So I think you could fill this all with bell tents and have another 10 safari tents. You could have 250 people staying there every night.
This won't work unless we've got proper flooring.
Yeah, like composite. That'd be a lot of money, that will. Sleeps 5 people.
Yeah, look at the space though.
Do we need a shower?
You can't be too close, that's the issue.
£175. I think that's a lot of money. £175
No, I mean
like a tent.
No, I mean the setup, cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty. I stayed, where we stayed in Warwick, £59, one night stay. Family room.
Well, I think that's the cheapest I've ever heard. Someone stayed somewhere.
I can believe it, mate, £59.
Okay, I'll do some work. Right, we're off to Rossi now. Catch you later. Here's the little things that annoy me, right? This is our theatre that we built here at Lee Valley. This did have a play barn in it. Doesn't look good enough. The seats are not good enough. We didn't have time to put all the investment in because we only bought this place in April and we had to get the wheels moving. But this is the stuff that literally drives me insane. Empty bottle of water and a broom just sitting up there. And I just think people are gonna pay good money to watch that. And that's the stuff that we could make better. It drives me insane, it does. She's gonna give us all the marketing shots as well that we can use. So just left Lee Valley talking about the glamping thing for the next season. Here's one of the top tips I've got for you budding entrepreneurs that are watching this show. Make sure you make friends with people that do what you do in your industry. If I could say, you know, one of the top 10 things that have allowed me to get to where I've got to in my life is definitely being friends with other business owners that do what I do, where I can share information. Yesterday, I had Paradise Wildlife Park, big zoo, come and see me at Marsh Farm, literally sharing numbers, what we're spending on labour. I can make 3 calls to people that are doing glamping, that have got campsites, that give me all their numbers, where they buy from, all the pitfalls. That just speeds the process of success process up, and that's what I just did on that phone call that I just had then. Fantastic. Right, we're going to Lakeside Shopping Centre. We've got a venue in there. We're going to go and find out about this Rossi shop. Right guys, here we are at Party Man World Lakeside. This was the second indoor play centre that I bought. I was about 22 and I bought this from administration or liquidation, it might have been 2009 now, so what's that, 12 years ago. And I managed to acquire this business with no money down. Now, don't get me wrong, we spent hundreds of thousands on it since, but it allowed me to get in, sort the business out. It was the first chance that I had to negotiate with landlords on how to get better deals, lower the overheads. Now, when you're buying distressed businesses, especially in shopping centres at the moment, you can get really good deals. And everyone would think, James, why would you even want to be in a shopping centre? Well, let me tell you this. We've got 9 indoor play centres, and this is in Lakeside Shopping Centre, and this is our best performing site. We've lost Debenhams here, countless other shops. We all know what's happened over the last year and a half. So what I like doing is spot checking our sites, making sure things are really good. I say hello to the management team. I'm always looking for things that might not be the eye for detail, like this. Look at this, that missing sign and this awful homemade stuff here that's been put on here. So I'll take pictures of that and I'll put it into our maintenance group. Say, look guys, can we keep the standards up? One of the other things that I'm designing at the moment is our operational standards, which are going to be on everyone's name badges to reinforce like stuff like that, just not acceptable. So come on, let's have a look. Hi darling, I'm James. What's really good is we're going to put a Rossi Napoli counter in here. So goodbye. Hey Charlotte. Goodbye walls, because at the moment we're just doing these little pots of Rossi. I want to put all of our scooping Napoli so we can get desserts up. Eventually all these slush machines will be Rossi slush machines, and eventually Rossi coffee, so really pushing the brand into our own venues. I think whenever we're buying stuff and doing stuff, one of our key KPIs that I have for us making business decisions is making sure everything folds into the existing empire. This is Lynn, she's worked for me for literally 16 years. Lynn, give us a wave, love. I love you. She's one of my first member staff, just such a hard-working, brilliant individual. I can't take you in here, and then what I did is behind this wall here, this Twizzletop Day Nursery, which gives us that strong residual income and makes us a really resilient business. But going back to negotiations with landlords, shopping centres right now, you can do some really good deals and negotiate stuff. So when I took this on, 2008, 2009, I think the rent for this space was 150,000. I managed to negotiate it down to 65,000 in 2009, which was the last economic downturn. And I'm going again, wherever I can get really good low overheads, then you can survive. Landlords had it too good for too long, charging too much, and that's why so many people go bust in shopping centres and high streets. Not because they're not turning enough money, they can't turn enough money to pay for what we call ridiculous overheads. You know, I'm always trying to keep them overheads low, and then sweating the asset by creating multiple revenue streams within the same overhead. Thank you, darling. Stuff like this. Get it on, Chad. This is where we've had that year and a half off. I just think some of our standards we've got to catch up. What I was annoyed about with that nursery, we're taking our nursery children on for a walk, and I noticed one of our members of staff had like a ripped denim jacket on. That's just not good enough for us. So I'm going to actually make a call now to Katie to sort it out. I just think they're walking through Lakeside and potential customers could be seeing us. And I want them going out walking, going outside, feeding the ducks. I absolutely love that we do all of that stuff, but I just cannot have dodgy uniforms. Hi darling, I'm just at Lakeside, and I just saw one of the kids who were going off for a walk. One of our staff members got like this massive ripped denim jacket on, and I just like, the rest all look presentable, but I just wondered if you could just reinforce that when they go out, they have to be branded in Twizzletops. Yeah, please do, yeah. Thank you darling, cheers. Talk to landlords about the combined deal. Just let that go. Right, this here, guys, is a Rossi shop. Now, my predecessors, the people that I bought the business off of, licensed the brand to someone to go and open this, and they couldn't make it work, mainly because the overheads were so ridiculously high that no one can make it work. You need to sell 1,000 ice creams a day. Oh God, what is this with the noise? This is the 4th time I've made this shop. I'm going to carry on. This is just a train wandering past me, ladies and gents. Thank you. Thank you for ruining my video. I want to reopen it, and I'm renegotiating my lease with Party Man World, our play centre. I can share the staff. That's going to make life a lot easier, and I think I can negotiate a really good overhead here if I can really renegotiate a good overhead upstairs and get them overheads under control. Like if I can get this for 24 grand a year, that makes sense. Then you've got 12 grand business rates, that's 36,000. All starts stacking up and looking like something that might work. And obviously sharing the same management team upstairs and downstairs. One thing I have noticed, people really watch us film chuds here, don't they? They're like, oh, what's going on? Shall I get involved? Right, okay, we're here at the Rossi site. I just thought we'd catch up on how everything's going. Oh look, they've got a coffee machine here, so they can test out the roasting of our coffee. Yeah, how are we doing, guys? Why do we need to do, why can't we just spray that white? I'm struggling to understand that. I don't know why we don't just tape and joint all of that and spray all this white. It's a lot less work, isn't it, to do them? Hey mate, I'm just with Stu. I want to know why we're plasterboarding the ceiling. Why don't we just tape and joint the wood and then spray it all white at the ceiling? Why do we need to plasterboard? No, he's saying that we're doing it for hygiene reasons, but whatever it costs, it's a lot of work, and I just think that we really need to do that, because we could come in here with a spray gun. What would they have to say? Because loads of restaurants, it's all the fashion, isn't it? To have. Downstairs, I've just been chatting about the production and the factory for Rossi, and what we did is we put a mezzanine upstairs so that we can store all the packaging and move Teddy-tastic. Now, because one of our operational guidelines for our business is to be frugal and save money, not waste money, we used the back of our farm. We used containers and old barns. That was because we didn't want to pay rent and overhead, and I suppose I speak to business owners, especially on my podcast, where I'm coaching business owners. When people want to start an office, they need to think that they need to be like Google from the off. And I'm like, no, be frugal. You know, my first office was in my nan's spare room, and I had 2 members of staff come to my nan's spare room to help build up Party Man. Now, similarly, we didn't have this swanky warehouse when we started Teddy-tastic. We'll be using, we'll put some overlay footage and real shoddy areas, but now, we move into here because we've got the cash flow, we've got the revenue, it's now affordable. We put the sales in before the operations, and most people want to put the operations in before the sales, and that's the fastest way to go bust, in my opinion. Oh no, you've packed away, haven't you?
See, I can make you something. I've got French sticks here.
Can't do my salad bowls. Oh, can you?
I can do a pasta bowl, but we've only got certain things left.
Bit of bacon on there, have you got any of that?
Yeah.
2 of them, please, if you can. That cleaning the vans. All those little 1% improvements, that's what we like. No, but no, why are they so square? What are these? People just send us this stuff today. I'm so glad I'm not based here. With the size of 7 houses based here. And these are actual Oreo pieces, are they? Oh, there's a big difference, isn't there? Gets me going, that does, Chance. Proper branding. It's nice. See our new popcorn ice cream sample. What I worry about is over time with that popcorn, what will happen to the popcorn? I mean, if you was making that fresh every day, I'll be all over this. Right, we're now here at Marsh Farm, just wrapping up Bubble and Bop, which is our children's festival. Runs for another 10 days. Done exceptionally well. Lee Valley's doing exceptionally well. It's all good. Now, I want to say a big thank you to Capital on Tap, who has sponsored this video. They're a business credit card service. What I love about them is if you're spending money in your business, you want to use Capital on Tap, which is what I use, because you can track all your expenses. You can have up to 20 cards for your employees. You've got a snazzy app. You can see what they're all spending. Links in with Xero and QuickBooks and all that. Yeah, it's better than that because you can get up to 1% cashback or Avios points for every £1 you spend. So say you got a fleet of vans, rather than just using a fuel card, you use your Capital on Tap card and get Avios or 1% cashback for doing the same spending. That's smart, and they're really good people. I like them. I've used them in my business. That's why I'm happy to recommend them. And you can get yourself £100,000 worth of credit up to 56 days, interest-free as well. While we were. If you'd like to find out more about Capital on Tap, you can send my team a message, info@jamessinclair.net, or there's a link in the video description. And some children are very happy about it, it seems. Well, there you go, guys. That's another day in the life of me. Everything that I'm getting up to running my companies. It's been so hectic that I fancy a cup of tea. This cup should do just fine. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.